Hello, everyone. I wanted to talk to you about harvesting in the wintertime. So, I live in Zone 6B, so I have many months in which I cannot plant anything outside because it's just too cold. But I still want to be able to harvest during the middle of the winter. So, a few months ago, I got the Lettuce Grow Farmstand, and I just threw some seeds in that I had because I hadn't really bought my seeds yet for the new season. So I had leftover seeds and I put it in the farm stand just to see what would happen and how it's working out. And I love the thing. I mean, I've been eating, I've been harvesting so much lettuce and spinach, it's been ridiculous. But I want to be able to show you what I did and some lessons that I've learned already. So that's why I'm doing this in a series. This is chapter 1, because as we follow along and see what we need to do with the Lettuce Grow Farm Stand and how different plants and the results that we get for the farm stand. So I, I, I hope that you'll be following me on this little journey, and as we discover how we can harvest inside. So here is the farm stand, and I have a lot of things in it. So at the top row, there's 6 cells in 3 different rows. So in the top cell, you can see I have lettuce. This is the spinach. I mean, look at the size of these leaves. I mean, they're like unbelievable. And you can see here, you can see I've been harvesting, and the thing is still growing. And it's like been amazing. And then over here, I have some back here. So then on a whim, I planted 3 broccoli in here, and you can see it's starting. It has a little head here, but I'm getting a little concerned because see how it looks like it's not as tight as it should be. I'm wondering if it's getting ready to bolt. Not sure, but I'm going to wait and see. And look at all the little sprouts on the side. There's like multiple sprouts on the side. So I found that really interesting. So we'll see what happens. I was thinking, something like broccoli really does better in the ground. If you do put it in a pot, you need like a 5-gallon pot. So it could be something similar with the farm stand, that I have to start thinking like a container gardener, right? With the farm stand. So today I ordered some seeds that were more compact and smaller, more like not midget size, but smaller. Um, the peas, I put some peas in. It's just starting to flower. I'm probably going to have to hand pollinate that, so we'll see how that goes, and see how diligent I am. And then here's another pea here. Then here's another. See, this broccoli here is even more, like you could see, like it's not as tight as it should be. Here, I put in a pepper plant. These are bell peppers, and look at all the flowers on it. So, and then I saw down here, there's some flowers down there too. So that should be starting to flower soon. So that'll be exciting. I'll probably have to hand pollinate that as well. Down here, I put in a cucumber. This was a parthenogenic cucumber. So, it can self-pollinate itself. You can see there's a small cucumber there. And then there's some other smaller ones down here. And then tucked in way in there, there's a little Swiss chard. That didn't go in at the same time as the other plants. What I was trying to do, and this gets back to what I was thinking about with container gardening, I was trying to grow a watermelon. I said I would love it if I could like grow a watermelon, in the middle of the winter. I think that would be so cool. But it really, it didn't do well. So it never really took off. So I really believe, I have to think about smaller plants and plants that don't require a lot of space, like in the regular garden. I think it's the same thing here, but we'll see. There's another Swiss chard over there. So as we, oh, I think, oh, here's another pepper plant in here. Oh, this one's really big. Look at look at all the, let me see if you can see it. Yeah, see all the flowers. So I'm kind of excited about the peppers. I think I might get a good crop of the peppers. So I'm going to be experimenting with different kinds of plants and see what does well in the farm stand, and and what doesn't really do well in the farm stand. So I did buy like mini watermelon to see if that would help as well. I did when I was doing the peas. One thing that I realized, peas can rot pretty easily, and every 15 minutes water is going through the system and wetting the seeds. So the seeds kept rotting. So I had to use the paper towel method to get it to sprout first. And then once it sprouted, I put it into the pod. And that's why it was growing successfully. So we'll see what happens. And that was another lesson that I learned as well. So that's the farm stand. And, keep following me as we progress and see how we do with the farm stand. Every 4 months, I have to take everything out and clean the farm stand. You can hear the water. I almost put this thing in my kitchen. I'm glad I didn't, because when the water is going through, you can see it's very loud. It's very loud. But anyway, so follow me along. Every 4 months, we have to clean it out. And, I'll do a video on that as well. And then we reset it up, and then we'll try different things and see what works well. And we'll keep a log of what's successful and what isn't. So we'll be talking soon, and we'll see you next time.